Where exactly is Roman Reigns? That's the big question WWE fans are asking ever since the latest premium live event, Money in the Bank, wrapped up. For days leading up to the event, rumors were swirling that the tribal chief Roman Reigns might make his big return during the show. Fans were hoping, speculating, and even predicting his involvement, especially considering all the buzz surrounding the men's Money in the Bank ladder match and the heavyweight title scene. But to everyone's surprise, Roman Reigns was nowhere to be seen. So the mystery continues. Where is Roman Reigns, and why didn't he appear? Let's dive deep into this. For those who follow Roman closely and proudly call themselves members of the Roman Empire, this update is especially for you. If you're a fan of the tribal chief, you'll definitely want to stick around until the end. And if you're enjoying this breakdown, feel free to show your support by liking and sharing. Now, as many of you know, there was heavy speculation that Roman Reigns would return at Money in the Bank, possibly during the men's ladder match or even in a shocking main event appearance. There were even theories that he could interfere and cost Seth Rollins a big opportunity, especially since Rollins has long been one of Roman's greatest rivals. And with Rollins rumored to cash in his opportunity during the show, some fans were convinced Roman would show up and ruin those plans. But none of that happened. Instead, we saw a high-stakes tag team match featuring Cody Rhodes, Logan Paul, John Cena, and talk about a fatal five-way match for the World Heavyweight Championship. Fans thought this could be the perfect setting for a Rollins cash-in or a surprise Roman Reigns appearance to shake things up. But once again, Reigns was absent. The event concluded without any sign of him. So what's going on? Well, let's talk about the possible reasons behind Roman Reigns' ongoing absence. One major issue appears to be related to his contract status with WWE. According to reports, there may be complications in renegotiations between Roman and WWE management. It seems that Roman Reigns and the company are at odds over certain terms, possibly including his annual salary. Allegedly, WWE isn't willing to offer more than $5 million per year, and if Roman's camp isn't satisfied with the offer, that could explain the current pause in his appearances. If the new deal isn't finalized, then his return could be on hold. Another possible reason for his absence could be creative planning. With R-Truth making a surprise return at Money in the Bank, WWE might have intentionally held Roman back. They may have wanted to keep the focus on R-Truth's comeback rather than overlapping that moment with the return of someone as monumental as Roman Reigns. Truthfully, if both had returned, Roman's star power would have overshadowed everything, and that might have undercut the significance of other angles WWE was building. So where is Roman Reigns now? Well, by all indications, he's currently at home, taking time off, but he's reportedly healthy and doing just fine. He hasn't suffered any major injuries, and it's expected that we'll see him back in WWE very soon. The real question is, when? One very likely scenario for his return could be linked to Seth Rollins. If Rollins finally goes for a cash-in, Roman might show up at that exact moment to stop him. This would bring their rivalry full circle, especially considering what Rollins did to Roman in the past. Remember how Rollins shocked the world years ago by cashing in during the WrestleMania main event involving Roman? This time, Roman could be the one to shut down Rollins and finally get his revenge. So yes, there's a real possibility that Roman Reigns' next appearance will involve Seth Rollins, and when that happens, we might witness another iconic moment in WWE history. If that scenario plays out, it would be a powerful callback to their past and could set the stage for another explosive chapter in their long-standing feud. Are you excited about the possible return of Roman Reigns? Do you think he'll get revenge on Seth Rollins or reinsert himself into the title picture soon? Let us know in the comments. And if you found this breakdown interesting, don't forget to share it with fellow WWE fans. Like the video and subscribe to stay updated with all the biggest wrestling news. Thanks for watching Wrestling Stars News. Where is Roman Reigns? That's the burning question echoing throughout the WWE universe ever since Money in the Bank concluded. Fans everywhere, from casual viewers to die-hard members of the Roman Empire, have been left wondering why the tribal chief didn't show up at one of WWE's biggest premium live events. In the weeks leading up to Money in the Bank, speculation was at an all-time high. Rumors ran wild that Roman Reigns would make his long-awaited return, especially since the stakes were massive. With Seth Rollins possibly attempting a cash-in and several major storylines converging at this high-profile event, it seemed like the perfect storm for Roman Reigns to resurface and shake the foundations of WWE once again. WWE fans expected a surprise moment, maybe Reigns crashing the men's Money in the Bank ladder match or appearing during the World Heavyweight Championship Fatal 5-Way. There were even strong predictions that he would interfere and cost Seth Rollins a championship opportunity, reigniting their historic rivalry in dramatic fashion. But none of that happened. The entire event played out without a single glimpse of the tribal chief, and fans were left both confused and disappointed. So, what really happened? Why was Roman Reigns completely absent from a show that seemed tailor-made for his return? Let's break it all down in detail. First, it's important to understand that there are reportedly ongoing contract negotiations between Roman Reigns and WWE management. Sources close to the situation have suggested that the issue revolves around financial terms. Specifically, WWE allegedly doesn't want to go beyond a $5 million per year figure for Reigns, while his team may be seeking more favorable compensation considering his immense star power, global appeal, and limited schedule. Roman is arguably the face of WWE in this modern era, and it's not surprising that such contract matters could delay his in-ring return. When these kinds of high-stakes deals hang in the balance, even a planned storyline or return can be held back until everything is finalized. That could very well be the reason fans were deprived of his presence at Money in the Bank. But that's not all. There's also speculation that WWE's creative team may have chosen to hold back Roman's return to keep the spotlight on another surprise, the return of R-Truth. Yes, while R-Truth's comeback was exciting and unexpected, it's possible that WWE didn't want it to be overshadowed by Roman Reigns, whose return would instantly dominate headlines, social media, and storyline attention. Yes, while R-Truth's comeback was exciting and unexpected, it's possible that WWE didn't want it to be overshadowed by Roman Reigns, whose return would instantly dominate headlines, social media, and storyline attention. Yes, while R-Truth's comeback was exciting and unexpected, it's possible that WWE didn't want it to be overshadowed by Roman Reigns, whose return would instantly dominate headlines, social media, and storyline attention. Yes, while R-Truth's comeback was exciting and unexpected, it's possible that WWE didn't want it to be overshadowed by Roman Reigns, whose return would instantly dominate headlines as